Hello students, we all know that what is a house and it is one of the three basic needs in our life. So in today's video we are going to learn about the different types of houses. So let's begin. Chapter 10, Types of Houses. We'll see what we are going to cover in this lesson. In this lesson, types of houses, we will see that why do we need to live in a house, then what are pakka and kacha houses, what are bungalows, and who all are involved in the making of a house, and we learn about some other types of houses. So let's study with the help of the textbook. Chapter 10, Types of Houses. First I'll explain the lesson in short with the help of the pictures in the textbook. Then we will read the lesson. See students, first of all, why we need to live in house? Because it keeps us safe from different types of weather, like the hot weather, cold weather, rainy. During rainy season it protects us from the rain, then windy weather, and in some countries there is a lot of snowfall during winters, so it is protecting from all these types of weathers. And it also keeps us safe from the danger from wild animals, insects, some reptiles like the snakes and all. Okay, now there are different types of houses depending upon the material used. For example, the building in the construction of the building, bricks, cement, steel and wood is used, so it makes the building strong and it will remain there only for many years. And such houses are known as permanent house or the pakka house. But in some places like the villages, the houses are made from mud, straw, then leaves. The roofs are made of leaves, so such houses are known as kacha house. But nowadays in developed villages you can see pakka house only, but very remote areas there you can see kacha houses. Why we say kacha? Because suppose there's like heavy rainfall, the house may break. That is why it is known as kacha house. Now if it rains very heavily in here in the city, will the building break? No, it is strong, because whatever material used for making this building, it is strong: cement, brick, steel and wood. But here it is not used, so they are known as kacha house. Now we will see, for making a house we need the help of many people. In one day only the building doesn't stand up. Like we cannot make the building in one day or 2 day or 1 month. It will take at least 1-2 years, and but so many people are involved in this making of the house or the building. So let's see, like the architect, what the architect is doing. First, see, for anything first we have to plan things, that how we have to make it. So that architect plans the, suppose he is making a building, so he will make the plan for it, that how the building will be look like. That is known as a plan. Then next, the laborers, what the laborers are doing, they will dig the land for the house to be built. You must have seen some construction sites where they are digging, laborers are digging the place. Why? They have to erect the building or the house. Then mason, here you can see the mason. I will show the picture afterwards when we are doing the reading part. Now mason, what they are doing, mason is doing, he is putting the bricks and putting the cement, a layer of cement, and he makes the walls. Then the carpenter is involved in that for making a house. What the carpenter does, he fits the wooden doors, windows, cupboards and shelves. So basically for furniture work, who is doing carpenter. Now the plumber, what the plumber is doing, he connects the taps and pipes for the supply of water. Sometimes some problem is there in our taps, so we can call the plumber, so he comes and mends it also. The electrician, what the electrician is doing, he puts wires, lights and fan connections and switches and bulbs. So whatever wiring work is there in for electricity purpose, so he is doing. Then the painter, he paints the, after the building is made or the house is made, we need to paint it so that it looks nice. So painter paints the house. So in this way, so many people are involved in making the house, and they work in a team and build a house. Next, see students, in very early days, we say very early means thousands and thousands of years ago, that time those people were known as early man. They did not knew the concept of houses, buildings and all, so they used to live in first caves. Caves are natural habitat. Natural means uh, on in the with the rocks, caves, water caves. Caves means naturally it is formed in the rocks. If there is a hole, then they will break the hole and make a house for them to protect them from wild animals, because they were wandering from one place to another. They did not had a fixed house, so wherever they used to get place, they used to live there. About this you will learn in third standard, fourth standard in deep. So the early men lived in caves and they made houses. The first houses were made of mud. First house was made of mud, then grass, leaves and straw. That is why it was known as kacha house. Easily anyone can break it. Then here you can see the early men made houses like this. See, when they were hungry, they were wandering from one place to another. When they were hungry, they used to kill animals, and after killing the animal, they used to eat it like this only, raw. And then whatever bones were left out, you can see bones, and this is the skin. They used to make house from the bones. You can see inside they are giving the support, and then putting this animal skin over it, and then bones for putting pressure. Otherwise with the wind this will fly away, no? So they were staying in such houses. Then they learned how to make houses with the help of mud, then grass, leaves and straw. And so we can see such houses in some villages they are having, like where the village, like villages in remote area, very far away place, not far away from the city, very far away from the city, they still live in such houses. Then this is a tent is a temporary house made of canvas. You can erect it, and if you're going other place, you can just wind it up and take it with you in other place. And this is the type of house where it is made of snow, and it can be seen in regions like the tundra region. Now you will say, what is tundra region? Tundra region is a region where it is fully there is no mud, there is only snow, nothing. You can Wherever you see, you can see only snow. And such houses you can see in Kerala. This is known as a boat house. On the boat, houses are made. And even in Jammu and Kashmir, you can see boat house like this. I will show you the pictures later on. Okay, now we'll read the lesson and I'll be showing the pictures. A house keeps us safe from different types of weather. It also keeps us safe from danger. It is a place where we can live comfortably with our family. When people live together in a house, it becomes a home. So, house keeps us safe from different types of weather. See, now if it is raining, so we can stand in a balcony and just enjoy the rain. We feel so safe. Comfort is there in our house with our family, isn't it? Then look at the pictures. The first one is a house in a city. This type of houses you can see in a city. The first one is a house in a city. It is a strong and permanent house. So such houses are known as permanent, as I earlier told you. And such a house is called a pakka house. We say pakka house for such, that it is not going to break. The second one is a kacha house here. Now still this is looking little pakka, but the roof, suppose it's wind is blowing with a very high speed, so the roof may go away. So it can be said as kacha house. These are mostly seen in villages. You can see such type of houses in villages. Houses, the two types of houses are made of different building material. This house is made of different building material and this is also made of different building material. Houses in towns and cities do not look the same. In cities we can see building, and in towns you can, in villages you can see such type of houses. Houses with only one story are called bungalow. So a house, suppose one more floor is there, so we say it is a bungalow. Some houses are in tall buildings with many stories, tall buildings are there, so with many floors, so it is known as building. All these houses are made of bricks, cement, steel and wood. Do you know house is a shelter that keeps us safe? So house keeps us safe. It is one of the three basic needs in our life. So what is a basic need in our life? Food, clothing and shelter. You have already done about food, then clothing means clothes we wear, and this is shelter means where we live. Pakka houses are built on of bricks, cement, steel and wood. Now I'll show the picture for this. See students, you can see the buildings. It is a permanent house, pakka house. These houses are known as kacha house because it is made of, the roof is made of straw and these walls are made of mud. You can see. Yes. Then here you can see the roof is made of leaves, dried leaves. So such houses are not permanent. If heavy rain falls, then it will go in water. Here you can see kacha house. See, you can see with the straws. Such houses are known as kacha house. Fine. And see, in villages you can still see houses like this. If the wind is blowing very with a very high speed, then the roofs will fly away. That is why it is known as kacha houses. Then you can see the bungalow here. Bungalow, house with one story, is known as bungalow. Yes, can you see? Fine. So this was about the permanent house and the kacha house, pakka house and kacha house. Now next, builders. Certain people build the houses in cities. Let us see what each person does. The architect draws a picture of the house showing the different rooms. I'll show the picture for it. Laborers dig the land for the house to be built. Mason or bricklayer use cement and bricks to build the walls. So you can see the mason is, or he is also said as bricklayer. Bricklayer means he is keeping the bricks and putting cement and making the wall. The carpenter fits the wooden doors, windows, cupboards and shelves. The plumber connects the taps and pipes for the supply of water. The electrician puts the wires, light and fan connection switches and bulbs. The painter paints the house. Therefore, a team works together to build a house. Now, a building is designed on a sheet of paper by an architect. So, the design of the building is made by the architect. People work as a team to build a house. So many people are involved in making the house. It takes several days to build a house completely. So many days are taken to make a house. Now I'll show the pictures so you'll understand better with the help of the pictures. See here, the architect, what the architect is doing, he is making the design of the building. So he is an architect on a paper first. See here, the architect is making, he has made the design of the building, means flats. Where will be the hall room, where will be the kitchen, where will be the bathroom, toilets, balcony, everything the architect does. This is known as plan designed by the architects. Here there are engineers also for the construction of the work building. Engineers, they see everything, they whether the work is going properly as per the plan. Okay, next comes the laborers. Now laborers, what they do, they dig the land, then whatever work of carrying things, cement, stones, for the construction work, they carry it. Here you can see laborers carrying on their head materials required for construction. Here you can see they are carrying bricks on their head. Yes, next comes the mason. He is known as the bricklayer because he is laying the bricks and using cement. How we stick pages with the help of gum, here he puts cement. Because of the cement, the bricks get stuck up and it becomes strong. So he is a mason. Okay, next comes the carpenter. Here, when the house is made, he will start making the furniture for the house, no? So he is a carpenter, making the wooden frames, wooden doors, windows, cupboards and shelves. Next comes the plumber. What the plumber does, he connects the taps and pipes for the supply of water. Next is the electrician. All the wiring work for electricity purpose is done by the electrician. Bulbs, putting the bulbs, fans, electrician does it. And the last is the painter. After the house is made fully, we need to paint it to look it nice. So painter does the painting work. Now, with the help of all these people, wait, they are doing the work in a team. That is why they can build a house. If somebody will say, I will not do this work, so can the work be done? No. If the carpenter will say, I will not make the doors and windows, so can the work be done? No. So it has to be the work of the full team. The full team has to work together. Next comes, early man lived in caves. The first houses were made of mud, grass, leaves and straw. Wood and plants were also used. The huts in villages are still made of these materials. The materials used is easily available and is not costly. So in villages, still the houses are made of mud, grass, leaves and straw. But these materials are very cheap, means not costly. These houses may not be as strong as the ones made of the bricks and cement. So these houses are not so strong as the buildings. Okay. They are cooler in summer, but they remain cool in summer because of the roof. It remains cool. Some people make houses of different materials. Tents are made of a thick cloth called canvas. See, you can see. Even I'll show the pictures. Tents are made of a thick cloth called canvas. Now even canvas shoes we are wearing, so that material is also canvas. Some people use animal skin to make tents. Now you can see here this some people use, like early man used to use animal skin, and here they are saying for making tent also some people use animal skin. Houseboats are made of wood. Here you can see houseboat, it is made of wood, because if we use heavy material, what will happen? It will be dangerous for small boats. They float on water. The Inuit build houses of snow and ice called igloos. Now this igloo, who makes? I'll show the picture. The Inuits, the people are known as Inuit. The Inuit build houses of snow and ice called igloo. This is known as igloo. Igloos are found in polar region. Polar region means at the extreme end of the earth, where it is full, the area is fully covered with snow only. You cannot see anything except snow. Only snow everywhere. Okay, so I'll show the pictures for this. See, first early man, you can see their house, bones are there on the roof, you can see. And the early men here, thousands and thousands years, they used to make their dresses also with the skin of the animals. They used to hunt the animal, kill the animal, eat the meat, and whatever remaining thing with the skin they used to make clothes and houses. Then later on they started living in such type of houses. See, you can see, made from animal skin, this roofs. So you can just think about them, how they used to live. This way also they used to live earlier. Can we live in such houses now? Very difficult to survive then, no? Then tents, you can see the tent here. Tent made from canvas. Here you can see the tents. Okay. Then igloo, you can see the igloo made of snow. So you will say that, teacher, how it is remaining, how people are living in snow. Then you can see they are wearing such type of clothes, they are known as units. Inuit. You can see houses made of snow, and your Inuit people. See how they are looking like this. They wear clothes like this. Why? To protect themselves from the snow, because everywhere they can see only snow. If they don't cover their body like this with such clothes, what may happen? Something bad may happen, right? You can see the boat house. This type of boat houses you can see in Kerala state, part of India, state of India, in the south. Then you can see boat houses in Kashmir like this. Now something I forgot to show you, the building material. Bricks are used in the construction of permanent houses. Then wood, cement, then steel. The straw is used for making kacha houses. This is mud used for making kacha houses. Then stones for making pakka houses. Okay. So we have studied today the pakka house, the kacha house, and how, like, which people are involved in making a house, like the architect, laborers, mason, carpenter, plumber, electrician, painter, and how they work in a team. Then we had studied about the early man, how they lived in caves and such type of houses. Then village, you can see how the houses are, kacha houses and tents. This is a type of house, tent and igloo, and people living in igloos are known as Inuit. Then boat houses. Now we'll do the exercise. Choose the correct answer from the bracket and write them in the blanks. A house keeps us safe from danger. People and danger is there, so danger. A house made of dash is strong. Which is strong? Bricks and cement or mud or grass? Bricks and cement is strong. A bungalow has dash story. Basically a bungalow should have how many story? One or many? One. So one. Houses in cities are dash. In city you can see permanent house or temporary house? Permanent. Then most houses in villages are built of dash. Steel or mud? Mud. In villages you can see mud houses. Now match the following. Hut you can see in villages. Bungalow in city, houseboat in water, igloo snow, tent canvas. Now you have to rearrange these words, letters, and make a word. Building, it should be a building material. Now if you rearrange it properly, you get straw, your cement, your stone, mud, steel, bricks, and wood. Now question answers. Why do we need to live in a house? We need to live in a house to be safe from danger. So we need to live in a house to be safe. What is a bungalow? Houses with only one story are called bungalow. Only one floor, so we say it is a bungalow. What is a hut made up of? Hut is made up of mud, grass, leaves, and straw. I have shown you in the pictures. Name any 4 people who help to build a house. Through the picture you can just recollect it. Architect, mason, laborer, and plumber. They are some of the 4 people who help to build a house. Now this is a homework because this is a question. Look at the houses in your neighborhood. You have to see in your neighborhood and answer these questions. How high are the houses in your neighborhood? How high are the houses? Small houses or tall buildings? What are they made up of? You have to say which they are made up of, like cement, bricks, cement, steel, whatever in your neighborhood, whichever type of houses are there, you just mention about it. How many bungalows are there? Write 2 sentences to describe any one of the houses. Okay, you can describe about the house, that the house is very big, like that, anything. Now here you have to join the dots and complete the picture. Houseboats are well known in one state of India. Find out its name. So I have written Kerala. I have showed you the picture also, and Jammu and Kashmir boat houses. Now a bit of extra knowledge. See, apart from the houses, what we have learned, types of houses, there are some other types of houses which we must have seen or not seen. This is a skyscraper. Skyscraper means it is so tall that it appears as if it is going to touch the sky, so it is known as skyscraper. Then this is known as castle, very very big house. You can see such a big house, like the palace of the kings and queens. Then you can see here, this is the house made on the tree. See, you can see the stairs here. So such type of houses also are there. Then this is a palace from India, where the kings and queens used to live, the prince used to live. Such a big house. We are living in 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, hall kitchen house. Here they used to live in such a big house. Who? The kings and the queens. Then you can see a log house. Log house means made of wood. It is made of wood. Especially in cold areas, you can see such type of houses. Okay. Now students, today we have learned so many types of houses, and from that we have learned about the houses. Yes, and I've showed you many photos also. So when we learn about the houses, do we learn some value? Yes, we learn that a house is a place where we can live comfortably away from all dangers with our family, right? But a house becomes a home when people live together with love and happiness. house is there, but love and happiness should also be there. Then only we say this house has become a home. So we should always love our family members and respect them. Okay, so we have finished with our lesson. Thank you very much.